I can hear birds outside, and it's really pissing me off at the moment, just because I don't know if the camera can hear it. But anyway, regardless. Hello, Internet, I'm your only mate, and it's time for another chapter of RWBY Volume 5. This is Chapter 5. Now, as I should say with all of my reaction videos, please click the link in the description below to go watch the actual episode itself, like, subscribe, all of that stuff, then come back to watch this video. Okay? Good. Support the official release. Okay, first of all, I got this t-shirt at RTX London. Don't know why I haven't worn it for a RWBY video yet. It seems really dumb of me. But, anyway, I have to admit I'm a little bit nervous because of the, title of this episode, Necessary Sacrifice, and given who are in the thumbnail, oh boy, I am hoping that something horrible doesn't happen to one of my favorite characters. So is that, although the title could also be referring to perhaps something that Raven is going to tell Yang and Weiss, maybe, like, going after where we left off, I don't know, but, yeah. Oh, speaking of that, before I talk more about this episode, there's something I have to say about the previous one, because I found out on RWBY Rewind, and it is so amazing. The, fight the Yang had with all those bandits, that was mocapped by Torian Crawford. And for anyone who doesn't know who that is, he's the 3D animator for Screw Attack and works on their show Death Battle. And one of the fights he happened to mocap for them in the past is Yang versus Tifa. And as it turns out, that fight with the bandits was inspired by that Death Battle. That is amazing. And I love that fact so much. Torian went from being mentored by Monty, being a fan of RWBY, to animating Yang in a Death Battle, and to working on RWBY itself. That is amazing. Good on you, Torian. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about the previous episode, because God, yes. And yes, like I've said many times, I do watch the RWBY Rerun podcast. I have to admit, though, the preview for this episode didn't get me that excited. I mean, like, the preview for Chapter 4, I was hyped beyond hell. I could not wait for that episode. Chapter. And, oh, it was so good. But this one, it was kind of... Really? I mean, that's just a preview. There could be something in this that just blows my mind. I'm like, whoa! I don't know. But, well, we'll see. And, So, yeah, I'm going to shut up and hit play. Also, like I did with the last episode, I'm going to cut out the intro just to help with the copyright stuff. I think that helps, I don't know, but I mean, I don't think it matters, but honestly, I don't really have that much to talk about during the intro. I don't want to sit there in silence and just look at the intro. No disrespect to people who made the intro, I love it, but it's just that, I mean, I don't really know what else I can say about it after so many times of recording myself react to it. So I'm just at the point where I'm just cutting it out so I can get straight to the episode, and also so I'm just cutting it out so I can get straight to the episode at this point. Anywho, I am going to shut up, hit play, find out what that title is referring to, and hope that something horrible doesn't happen to Blake. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry if you heard that. I have no idea what the fuck that was. But anyway, I'm leaving that in just for, like, what the fuck, but I'm gonna shut up and hit play. And here's where I cut back. And here's what I saw in the preview.
Okay.
Makes sense that we're
Are you ready?
starting with this.
I've beat up on giant monsters and robots more than once. I think I can handle getting a few signatures.
Yeah, except I've seen where that's going, son.
Your chieftain needs you. Your people need you. Please, join the fight and help us save Raven Academy.
Okay, Blake, I get where you're trying to go with this and everything. It's just...
Are you kidding me?
I just know this sort of thing isn't gonna work.
Mata. Get back inside.
Mom.
You're not.
The way he says, Mom. Also, is it just me, or scrolls are walking Deus Ex Machina when it comes to what they're useful for? They're pretty much a phone, like a petition, or just, well, anything that fuck the plot demands for it, really. Also, bit of a dick move. You see him hanging from a tree, and you're just like, and cutting it down. Oh, there are aquatic faunas. That's pretty cool. I've just noticed there's stools like in the water. That's awesome.
I don't get it. How can they just sit around and do nothing with the White Fang getting ready to attack?
Because not everyone is like you and me. The faunas here are menagerie. The ones that weren't born on the island moved here because they were tired of fighting, of having to struggle constantly. Menagerie is filled with people that just want to be left alone.
Well,
Here we are.
I mean, Blake, if you already know that, then why not just go to Mistral?
I never really thought about it like that.
If you know it's like not
The
gonna
problem is,
work.
whatever happens at Haven is going to affect them whether they like it or not. If Adam gets his way and Haven falls, it's only going to make things worse for the faunas.
Well, that just answered what I was saying.
Adam,
And yeah, Blake is right.
he's the guy you used to work with?
Yes.
Sorry.
Can we
Forget I brought it
not
up.
bring it up, son?
Have you ever met someone and thought to yourself, they are the personification of this word? Okay, well, I remember getting to know Ruby and thinking, this girl is the embodiment of purity. After a while,
That's a good way of putting it.
Spice was defiance, and Yang was strength.
I can absolutely believe that.
Jury's still out on that one, but I'm leaning towards Ernest.
I might lean a different way, but that's just me.
At first I thought Adam was justice. Then I thought he was passion. But over time I realized I was wrong. He wasn't any of those things.
I put my money on psychopath.
Not hatred, not rage, spite. He won't accept
Spite, huh?
equality. Only suffering for what he feels the world did to him.
And what
And his way
did
of
the
thinking
world do
is
to
dangerous.
him specifically?
That's what worries me about Ilya. She's not like Adam. Not yet, at least. But I don't know how long that will last.
She was your friend, huh?
She was. Her chameleon traits meant she could pass as human. She could have lived a normal life if she wanted. But she didn't. I always admired that. She lost her family in a mining accident when she was young, and she joined the White Fang. Like me, she was more or less trained on the road alongside other faunas. She learned to survive, to defend herself. But as people like Sienna and Adam started to gain a following, she became more dangerous.
Oh
I
boy.
guess I did too. My parents tried to get me to leave with them, but I refused. I had Adam and Ilya, after all.
You know we're going to have to face her eventually.
I know.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to do?
I'm going to try and help her the way you helped me.
Hmm?
You showed me that sometimes you need to be there for a friend, even when they don't want you to be. I was drowning in guilt and fear. I tried to push you away, but you didn't give up on me. And I can't give up on Ilya. It's about time I saved my friends for once.
I have to admit, the way Blake put that made me have a new looking on Sun at the moment. Anyway, Oscar.
Are you hungry? It's almost dinner time.
Yeah. That sounds good. I was about to call it a night anyway.
So, you
Convenient.
fought before?
Just the occasional small grin. Nothing like this, though.
Wow, you look like a natural.
Strange.
I mean,
I've only had this cane for a few weeks, but I feel like I've had it for a lifetime. Longer.
well, considering Ozpin is in your head, then
I mean, yeah, just a
So-
little. But at this pace, you'll be combat ready in no time.
oh, I feel so bad for Ruby right now.
Well, I'll see you upstairs.
How do you handle all of this?
Oh boy.
What do you mean?
I'm scared. I'm more scared than I've ever been in my life. I never thought was possible. I always knew that I wanted to be more than a farmhand, but this?
I remember this line from the trailer.
I would ask for this.
I thought he was talking to Ozpin in that. Huh. Oh.
We all went to Beacon because we wanted to help people. But you're right. None of us asked for this either. We just have to press on and
How
hope.
can you be so confident? People have tried to kill you. The world's about to go to war all over again. How are you okay with any of this?
Oh boy. I'm worried about what is going to be on for Ruby right now.
When Beacon fell, I lost two of my friends. Penny Polandina and Pira Nikos. I didn't know them for very long, but that doesn't change the fact that they were two of the most kind-hearted people I'd ever met.
By the way, there's something in the background I'm going to touch on later.
Pira thought that if there was even the smallest chance of helping someone, that it was a chance worth taking. And because of that, she died fighting a battle she knew she couldn't win. And Penny was killed just to make a statement.
Sorry.
Sorry I'm not talking, I'm just really not sure what to say.
Not just for me. What happened at Beacon shows that Salem doesn't care if you're standing against her or not. She'll kill anybody. And that scares me most of all. Kira, Penny, I'd be lying if I said that it didn't hurt. That I didn't think about them every day since I lost them. That I didn't wish I had spent more time with them.
I can imagine how that feels.
If it had been me instead, I know they would have kept fighting too. No matter how dangerous it was. So that's what I choose to do. To keep moving forward.
I love the fact that she said that. Feels.
Come on. If we don't hurry, Nora's gonna eat everything. It wouldn't be the first time.
It's true though.
This isn't gonna be easy. But the fact that you're even trying says a lot about you. You're braver than you think.
I love that scene.
She really is remarkable, isn't she?
Yeah. She must have been one of the best huntresses at Beacon, huh?
In some ways, yes. But in many others, no.
Oh,
She
well.
has her quirks, her faults, just like everyone else.
Yeah, everyone does.
She also possesses something unquantifiable, a spark that can inspire others even in the darkest of times.
Hmm.
This must be really hard on her, too.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that, like,
Most assuredly is.
soon. What was this?
Your thoughts?
Are of no significance.
They're just getting word
If
that...
High Leader Taurus wishes to proceed, then we shall make it so.
Oh god.
Of course.
What are you bastards gonna do?
Come in.
Sister Ilya, thank you for meeting with us.
How may I be of assistance?
Please, stand. We have wonderful news.
What are you up to?
We finally received a message from the Mistral Brotherhood. The operation was a success. Adam Taurus has claimed his place as the High Leader.
Oh, so you knew he was gonna do that. I mean, it doesn't surprise me, but...
And Sienna?
Buried with honor. The other branches of the Fang have been given the story that was agreed upon.
A necessary sacrifice. We won't forget everything she did for us.
Indeed.
Alright, so I guess that's
Your
the
maturity
title
and
right there.
understanding in regards to this matter is appreciated, and it is why we've summoned you here this evening.
Oh god.
The White Fang is experiencing a transitional period,
Growth requires change.
and change can be painful.
What are you up to?
Betterment of the Faunus, then it's a pain we can endure. What's our next mission?
Containment. With the CCT tower still inoperable, we have the luxury of control over the flow of information.
News of Adam's ascension has yet to reach Menagerie. When it does, the citizens of Kuo Kawana will undoubtedly react poorly now that the chieftain has spoken out against us.
It's my fault
Good.
Belladonna's had any ground to stand on.
Do not concern yourself with past failures, Ilya. Focus on the future. We have an opportunity for redemption.
What are you doing?
What do you need me to do?
The Belladonnas are the only remaining threat to Adam's assault on Haven Academy.
You better fucking not.
They must be silenced.
You fucks.
Sam?
Although I do like the fact that she's hesitant.
Sienna, they stand in the way of true progress for our people.
My
We
nose
will never
itches.
put such a burden on you alone, of course. Your brothers and sisters will be at your side. But your relationship with their daughter makes you an integral part of this operation.
Blake?
We know how close you were with young Blake. Rest assured, High Leader Taurus has requested she be taken alive.
Oh, of fucking course.
Present to defend her family.
But the people of Menagerie...
We'll come to understand what happens to those who speak out against the White Fang.
And we'll be left without a leader until
I say fuck you.
A necessary sacrifice, Sister Lee.
Oh boy. Well, I guess one of my fears has been realized.
it's possible they may come to see Gira as a martyr.
It is a risk we must take for our High Leader.
I will not allow them to ruin this. The Belladonna name has brought me nothing but grief. You've done well in finding the deserter. Bring her to me alive. But not before you've slaughtered her family.
You
I have a
fuck.
promise to keep.
He seems unwell.
He carries with him a tremendous burden.
Are we sure he is the one to lead us?
For now, we must do what is best for
I say no.
Yes. Brother Yuma, did you see Tagira's message?
Who the fuck are you?
He rests beneath the waves, along with his warning.
What?
Then all is well.
Also, I noticed he has wings. That's cool. And of course they end it there. Okay, first of all, fuck you, Adam. And fuck you to those guys. Okay, I had a feeling from the title that something bad was going to happen to Blake, but I mean, it hasn't happened, but I know it's emotion. And hell, I thought that something like this was going to happen like way back in Volume 4. So, my worries are being realized. Now, something I noticed about that last scene, it looked like Adam was like reaching for his mask but then stopped. That kind of adds to that theory I brought up a couple of videos back about the idea that he's secretly a human. I mean, I'm still not saying I believe that, but I mean, it's there. Yeah, and they said that Adam carries a burden. I still don't know what the hell that's all about. But then again, at the moment, we're kind of just meant to hate the guy, which I do. Hence the fuck you, Adam. And now I'm just wondering if... Okay, there are two ways I can see things going. Like, the really dark way is that, like, everyone, like, dies, and Blake is taken to Mistral. Or, and this is something I'm honestly hoping for, because I'd rather this than that, because I like Blake's parents. The other one is the Blake and her parents like get out of Menagerie, get on a boat, and or maybe a jet. I don't know. Whatever's faster, and just get the fuck to Mistral. Seriously, Blake, reunite with your friends. Oh, and of course, speaking of Blake, what she was talking about, everyone like being the embodiment of one word. I have to admit, I agree with everything that she said about like Team RWBY. And okay, I know I like give Sun a hard time a lot, but it's only because of like a lot of the stuff he does. It's kind of like irks me in the wrong way. But he's getting better. He hasn't done anything that really irritates me, so that's a start. And what Blake said about like how like he did help her. Because of how she was going through such a shit time, and then he still like chooses to help her in any way, and like, okay, she said that, and I can be like, okay, yeah, for that, good on your son, but maybe don't do it in a way that makes you look like a creepy fucking stalker. Right, now, that scene with Oscar and Ruby. I really like that, and oh god, the feels. First of all, when Ruby said, "You'll be combat ready," I immediately thought, oh, she just said it, and then she realized and got sad. Although I love the fact that she said, keep moving forward. I absolutely love that. Honestly, I love it any time that someone says Monty's phrase. Like, ever. Really. Because I loved Monty. But then again, who didn't? Exactly. No one. Yeah, and that stuff Oscar was saying, like, how do you cope with this? Oh, boy. Okay, I've referenced how I talked to my friend Max a few trades about, like, RWBY whenever an episode comes out. at one point we did talk about how Ruby's basically their character. Well, I was also quoting like something that Lindsay said on RWBY Rewind, I believe it was. Was it her or Chat? I can't remember that far back. But anyway, that Ruby's basically that character who, like, whatever is happening to her, she just focuses on like how like her friends are getting on. Like, if she'll always put her friends before her and pretty much neglect any problems that she's having. And eventually that's gonna catch up with her. Because of all the shit that she's been through and still going through. So, I imagine, like, at some point, maybe this volume, or a future volume, Ruby's gonna have some kind of breakdown about everything, and then it's gonna be up to her friends to get her back to how she is, and how much... yeah, that's a thing that I was saying. I'm trying to think of what else can I talk about. Oh, I mentioned how there was something in the background. One of these swords on the rack, and I don't know about you, but it kind of looked like it resembled the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII. I hope I'm not the only one who saw that. It did look like there was a hammer that somewhat resembled Mjolnir. But... I don't know. I mean, I like to think that they have references to all this pop culture stuff and all that in the background, because I always love, like, noticing that. So, yeah, and I have to admit, this episode, overall, good, although, all I'll take from this is, fuck you, Adam! And those other two-way fan guys. I'm saying that a lot, but honestly, it's true. Fuck you, Adam! And I know I've mentioned this before as well, but every time I go to, like, Comic-Con or a RWBY screening, well, I haven't been to one of those, like, since before Volume 4, so, but anyway. Everyone I met at those things who was a fan of RWBY, and I asked them about their thoughts on Adam, they always said the exact same thing. And that was, and I quote, Adam needs to die. I am honestly perfectly okay with that happening. But it also depends on how it happens. Because depending on who... oh boy. Okay, depending on who and, like, how everything else happens... well, then again... yeah, even if he dies, something even worse could happen. Because he could have, like, a bullshit contingency plan or something. Bastard. At the very least, please let him get into a fight and get his ass kicked. And... okay, this is a promise. If I've seen a lot of people say, oh, is Sun, like, destined to fight Adam? Or something like that. If that happens, and let's say Sun wins that fight and kicks Adam's face in, I will take back anything negative I said about Sun. I genuinely would. If he kicks Adam's ass, I will do that. But is that likely? Probably not. I honestly think if those two fight, oh boy, Sun's gonna die. Just based on everything that I've, like, seen of, like, Sun so far, I'm pretty sure Adam would murder him. But if it happens the other way, I will take back anything, like, negative I said about Sun. So... have that. And speaking of Sun, I'm still wondering when the hell that DBX is gonna come out. And for anyone who doesn't know, it was revealed at RTX Austin that Screw Attack are doing a DBX, which is like Death Battle with fight, but there's no research, no analysis. It's just whoever the animator feels like will win. Oh, and funny enough, I mentioned Torian in this video. Torian is animating that. It's Sun versus Kim Woo from Killer Instinct. I have to admit, I am honestly good either way who wins that. Well, mainly because, like, it's DBX. It's just because, screw it, who cares? And even if it was a death battle, then... alright. Whoever wins, wins for that reason. Great. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about, like, DBX and death battle. Jesus. Anyway, predictions for the next episode. Unfortunately, I'm predicting that, like, more of that bad stuff that's gonna happen to Blake is gonna, like, escalate. Actually, wait, there's one other thing I gotta say. I feel like something I would have to say to Blake about everything is, I mean, yeah, if Adam gets his way and Haven goes down, it's just gonna make things worse for the Faunus. Like, yeah, absolutely. But, I mean, if you know the Faunus, like, aren't gonna fight. All the Faunus and Mistral. Wait, no Mistral. The Menagerie. All the Faunus and Menagerie aren't gonna fight. Why even go and ask for signatures in the first place? Honestly, just leave. Just go to Mistral. And save Haven yourself. I mean, not by yourself. Well, you have Sun with you. And if you can convince, like, your dad, who I assume can fight. I mean, look at the size of the guy. He's built like a fucking tank, so... I assume... And given that he was the high leader of the Wei Fang at one point, I assume he can fight. However, I have no clue. Maybe. Actually, probably can, right? Yeah, most definitely, probably. So, why not the four of you just leave? Just go! Save Haven! But then, also she doesn't know that the rest of Team RWBY are practically there as well. But anyway, enough of me going on a bit of a thing like that. And yes, I know, like, all the reasons, like isn't actually leaving right now and all that, but that's just me, like, going off on something. Just, for one, entertaining, and two, I just had to get that out there. But anyway, talking to the rest of Team RWBY, I imagine everyone's going to... Well, I mean on Ruby's side, specifically. The rest of Juniper and Oscar are going to, like, continue their training. Perhaps Crow is going to keep looking for huntsmen and huntresses to help in their raid on the bandit camp. And I still really want that scene where they're planning everything to be like a heist from GTA. It would be too fitting. Please do that, Rooster Teeth. I want that so badly. Like, hell, I will make a promise. If they set that scene up, like, they've got a board, they're pretty much treating it like a heist from Grand Theft Auto 5. If that happens... If everyone watching remembers in my... Well, then again, depending on if anyone actually watches these. In my reaction to Chapter 3, I had something in particular that a friend of mine gave me as a gag gift. If Rooster Teeth have, like, that scene of them planning everything set like a heist from Grand Theft Auto 5, I will have that gag gift in the background of every RWBY Volume 5 reaction I do. And if you've seen my previous reactions, you know what that is. And if you haven't, go back and check. So, yeah, I promise that thing will be in the background of the rest of the Volume 5 reactions if that scene is set up like a heist from Grand Theft Auto 5. Anyway, on to the Weiss and Yang side of things. I mean, I know that Raven is gonna tell them, like, her side of everything that's happened and what she thinks of husband and all that. I kind of want Yang to not believe a single word that she says. It can't be just me. I mean, she kind of has no reason to. Same goes with Weiss, actually. Like, I really want Yang and Weiss just to not believe a fucking word that Raven says. Just go with it, and then when she opens the portal, be like, see ya, bitch. Oh, by the way, fuck you for kidnapping me. That's Weiss saying that, by the way. And then I don't know what Yang could say, like, before leaving, actually. But oh well. And also, there's something I just thought of, and I thought it would be funny to mention. How Raven kidnapped Weiss and everything. I wonder, because she kidnapped Weiss, does that mean that Weiss has spent more time with Raven than Yang? I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. Yes, she has. But anyway, I am going to end that video there. I have those two promises I made. And, oh boy. Whether I actually regret one of them in particular, we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching all that stuff. This is the last video I'm recording in Lanzarote. Today is Saturday, November 11th, I believe. Hang on. Yep. And I had a couple notifications on my phone, I didn't have time to read it. But this is the last video I'm recording in Lanzarote. It's Saturday, November 11th. My flight home to England leaves tomorrow. And by the time this is out, I will have already seen next week's episode. In my actual bedroom. I won't be in this hotel room anymore. The only thing I have left to do here is be on the Nerdbender podcast. So, yay! Well, the stay in a hotel has been great. Speaking of, I actually went to a trip to a couple volcanoes today and came back with some volcanic sand. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, these like stones have like a little bit of lava in them, and when I was handed these things, they burnt like hell. Anyway, I'm gonna actually end this video because it's getting like 40 minutes long. Fucking hell. So, TLDR, fuck you, Adam. I promised to drop everything I said negative about Sun if he kicks Adam's ass, and that the gag gift will be in the background of every RWBY Volume 5 reaction if they do a GTA 5 heist setup. So, anyway, thanks for watching all of that stuff, and here's my Tracer outro. Bye.
Hello loves, Tracer here. You've just watched a video by your only mate. Subscribe, like, comment and check out his other stuff. Cheers loves!